what do I think about the Guerrilla? This is definitely a roadster. It's meant to. Munde? Ah. Hello and welcome. This is your friendly free soul rider. Welcome to my channel. And today I am test riding the Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. And as usual, we will test the bike on city traffic, on city roads, in city traffic, on city roads, and on highway as well. So today I intend to do a 200-kilometer ride, and let's see how the bike performs. So I'm just out from the showroom onto the traffic. We are still in the city limits. In some time we are going to hit the highway. So my first impressions, I've already ridden about 2 kilometers from the showroom, and my first impressions are that this motorcycle is nimble. It feels light, very maneuverable. So it is very rideable in the city. So I think RE Royal Enfield was looking at a segment where they could release a bike for the commuter, getting away from that vintage classic looking bikes onto a modern roadster machine. This is what it is. This is a roadster. Well, it has the same engine as the Himalayan 450, but there are differences in here. Firstly, the tank is smaller. I'm told by Royal Enfield, by the showroom guys, that this has 11 liters tank versus what the Himalayan has. Himalayan has 17 liters tank. Plus, the Himalayan is a taller machine. It's a taller bike. Some of them find the Himalayan to be a little intimidating. It's not for them because it's very tall. The tank is bigger and the wheel is bigger. It's 21 inches in the front and 17 inches at the rear. So that's a dedicated adventure tourer, off-roader. That's a bike for somebody who's looking to tour a lot, is looking to do a bit of off-roading, go long distances. But if you're looking for if you're looking for a motorcycle with the same engine, with the same Sherpa engine that the Himalayan has, then this is the bike for you, the Guerrilla 450. This is a commuter. You can use it very easily for your daily commutes to the college, to your office, wherever you want to go. And if you want to do some touring, yes, it can do some touring. If you're not a hardcore tourer, like if you're just going to ride out once in a while, let's say once in a month or twice in a month, and if you're looking at short distances like 100 kilometers or 200 kilometers, yes, this is the bike to go for. And I'm told that the height is lesser than the Hunter, the Royal Enfield Hunter, and this bike is pretty fast. It does accelerate, and I don't feel any vibrations or a buzz, nothing. But in this bike I don't feel it. But then again, when we talk about the buzz, this buzz is present in all the motorcycles that I've ridden so far, so there's no big deal. So that slight amount of buzz will come into your into your handlebar sometimes, but I'm not finding that yet on this motorcycle. It's pretty smooth and nice, and I'm pulling away in 6th gear. It feels like a very comfortable bike. You're sitting up straight. It's very city friendly, especially if you're looking at the Bangalore traffic or any other place which has like dense traffic. I think there's not a city today in the world where there's no dense traffic. If you are dedicatedly looking for a machine which is like modern looking, a modern roadster, this is the bike for you. It also comes in fancy colors. This is called the Palaya Black, which is mostly black. I mean, I take this road for all my test rides because this road has all the conditions that you would want to test. So you have city limits, you go through tolls, which are narrow roads like this. Then you have cement roads, then you come onto a tarmac, and then there is a stretch where there's a patch of very bad roads. So this gives you a wide spectrum conditions, if you will. So we are on the national highway now. It's a very, very cool bike. Very good, very good. It feels lighter. I mean, somebody who gets intimidated by heavy machines, big bikes, but you're still looking for, you know, a lighter machine with good torque, with good BHP, good acceleration. This is definitely the bike to look at. The braking is pretty good. No complaints there. Again, I'm only using the front brakes. So like I always say, the bigger the bike, the usage of your braking should be 70-30. 70% the front brake, 30% the rear brake. I see no reason why somebody who's interested to upgrade, let's say if you're riding a small commuter 125cc, 250cc, and you're looking for a bigger commuter machine, 450cc machine, this is the one. This is definitely the one. It feels very modern. The engine is feeling good. What I've noticed is that in the first gear the engine stalls, and then when you shift it down to second, there's a sudden surge in power. I think that's done on purpose because this is a roadster mostly to be ridden in the city. So I think the balance is needed. You don't want the bike to be, you know, jerky and just move off, because mostly in the city when the traffic is dense, you just want to keep that bike going at, you know, let's say 2000 RPM, and the bike doesn't feel too jerky with too much power coming in. So I think it is fueled, it is tuned, the engine is tuned to be like that. So don't get disappointed when you go for your test ride. When you're checking out the bike, you will not feel the power just like now I'm not feeling in the first gear, but in the second gear, there you go, you have that sudden burst of power. So again, here I'm shifting down to the first, there's no power. I'm going to shift down to second, and there it is, the bike just moves. So I'm just keeping you informed about this so that you guys don't get disappointed when you're test riding yourself the bike. This is truly a beautiful bike. This is indeed a beautiful bike. Trust me, I'm not exaggerating, because I don't intend to do that. I always want to give a true impression of a test ride, how the bike feels. I'm not sponsored by Royal Enfield I'm not sponsored by Clay Motors, from where I've taken this motorcycle on a test ride. So it's purely an honest impression, an honest feel of the first test ride. I mean, this cannot be a review because I don't own this motorcycle. A true review comes only after you own the motorcycle and you've owned it for, let's say, 6 months, 8 months, 5 months, and you've ridden regularly on a daily basis, and only then you can give a true review. So this is mostly the impression of a test ride, how I feel on this motorcycle when I've just taken it out of the showroom on a 200 kilometers ride. An option to look at if you're considering buying the Triumph 400 or the Harley Davidson 440, if I'm correct. Yes, So this is one of the options that you can definitely look at, and I'm sure you'll love this bike. And the seating is perfect, the ergonomics are perfect. I don't feel any pain on my back or in my butt or in my arms or anything like that. I'm sitting straight, very comfortable, absolutely no strain. The angle is just perfect. It's very comfortable. If you're willing to compromise on the fuel and frequent fuel stops, you can use this bike for touring as well. But like I said, you're choosing this bike not for dedicated touring, but occasional touring. So we are entering the bad patch. The whole of this patch has potholes and holes, and let's see how the motorcycle performs on this stretch of bad road. So intentionally I am going to go into the holes just to check how the shock absorbers are and how the bike handles. Here we are, here comes the first one. No problem, we'll go in this ditch. No problem at all. As you can see, no hassle for this bike. Smooth as butter, if you will. I mean, you do feel confident on this bike because it's very nimble. You don't feel intimidated with its weight, or you're not gonna make it through. There's another patch here. Nice, pretty nice, not bad at all. Okay, let's go here and see. Pretty nice. We're almost reaching the destination. The front, a lot of agricultural lands here, people growing crops. I must not too sure if this is the way, but let's see. The bike is handling this road pretty okay. Let's see what's up ahead. Munde? हाँ. Okay, thank you. Well, if you plan on to ride or encounter these kind of roads on your journey, I must say that it's not a problem for this bike at all. If you're willing to go, if you're willing to ride, it will ride, not a problem. I did not come on this road by choice or design. It's just that I took a wrong turn. I hope this is the road. The Guerrilla doing some dirt roads, but absolutely no problem. That's a grapevine. It's such a nice road for off-roading. If you own a off-roader bike, I think you will love coming here. But this bike is handling this trail pretty well. But I'm sure a dedicated adventure bike will do much better. But having said that, this is doing a wonderful job. Let's ask the falls ee kade na falls ge ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಆಯ್ತು 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ okay. So our friend the deer shepherd says that the falls that where I intend to go is 1 kilometer from here. These are some nice sheep, but I think they just got dirty because it's been raining these days. It's monsoon. We will not bother them so much. Let the shepherd take care of them to make sure that they go on the left. Thank you sheep, thank you. These are the buffaloes. Nice. I'm surprised the way this bike is handling on these roads. Wow. I'm enjoying myself, trust me. Of course, I don't have off-road tires. These are just normal tires. I am pushing the bike. Am I taking a risk with the tires? Maybe I am, but let's see. This is supposed to be a test ride. This bike is an all-rounder. There are flower farms here, beautiful flowers. What a place, what a place, a beautiful place, and I'm loving this road. Oh dear, I wish I had the Himalayan, or for the matter of fact some other off-roader. 300 meters, make a U-turn. Why? I'm loving this place. Hills. Actually, I can stand up. It's not that bad. I can stand up, even though the foot pegs are placed slightly at the rear, but I'm able to stand up, as you can see. I've come to an open here. Hello sir, falls ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಗಾಡಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಗಾಡಿ ಹೋಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಇದೆ ಫಾಲ್ಸು? Hello and welcome. This is your free soul rider. So today I did test ride this motorcycle, which is the Guerrilla 450, Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. So this is a recently launched motorcycle. So the launch was done in Spain. So only about a couple of weeks back it was launched in India as well, officially available in the showrooms. And this is your true blue roadster. This is definitely meant for the city. I did take a test ride. I rode here almost 90 kilometers one way. And what are my feelings about it? My feelings about it are, this is a beautiful machine. It has the same Sherpa 450 engine that you see on the Himalayan 450. The chassis is the same. What is the difference between Himalayan and this? That Himalayan is much taller, and this is not as intimidating and as tall as the Himalayan. And this has 17-inch wheels in the front and 17-inch wheels at the rear as well. The Himalayan has 21 in the front and 17-inch at the rear. It's much taller bike. Now this bike is for someone who is going to ride in the city, go to office every day, go to college every day, and definitely it is a beautiful bike if there are lady riders, women who want to start riding a motorcycle and they don't want a very intimidating bike. This is the bike to go for. And it does come in snazzy colors as well. The one that I'm riding today is called the Palaya Black. I will talk to you about the other colors in the video later because I don't know them all by heart. So this motorcycle did handle very well. I can say this is an all-rounder. In the city it's very nimble. The acceleration is pretty fast, no problem. You feel very confident squeezing through that traffic, that narrow traffic and things like that. On the highway it handled well, and also I did some off-roading while reaching this place. You will see in the video that I've done, so it's handled pretty well. So my impressions and my verdict are, this is a nice motorcycle. Than anything else, I want you to experience like an everyday rider. There's no point in getting in too many technical specifications, because end of the day, when you buy a motorcycle, whether it's your first motorcycle, second motorcycle, third motorcycle, doesn't matter. What really matters is that you need to know the bhp, which is 42, Newton meter is about 40. Besides that, too much of technical specifications is just going to confuse you. So it's just about the ride. Always take a test ride, sit on the bike, ride for about 10, 15, 20 kilometers, as much as you want. Go ride on different conditions and see how the bike feels for yourself and decide and buy. The braking was pretty good. The seating triangle was pretty good. I didn't feel any strain. The stock seat is pretty good. There was absolutely no strain on my back or on my butt. When we talk about buzz, maybe very slight buzz, which we find on most motorcycles. I mean, I wouldn't want to call this buzz vibrations because that's an overused word. Definitely this does not have vibrations, a slight buzz here and there. It comes at lower RPMs, but it's very negligible. Okay, beautiful dog. I'm leaving now. So let's stand up. So that's the advantage with the motorcycles. The motorcycles can go anywhere mostly, and the cars will not go. So start riding a motorcycle today. So we are at the end of our test ride for the Guerrilla 450 today. I would like to thank Acclaim Motors for this opportunity for lending this test ride bike. And thank you very much everyone for watching my channel, for watching this episode. I would request you all to subscribe. Please do subscribe, because subscriptions do help. It does help me to keep this channel running and going. I need all your support, and as long as I have the support, I can make videos. Please leave your comments and any sort of feedback, and I will definitely apply and try to accommodate if you're looking for some content or some information. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.